So the fundraiser I'm running for the Norwegian Refugee Council is doing really well. This is day 7 and we already raised $1,800, which means it looks like I'll meet my goal of 2,000, seeing as the fundraiser is going until October 17th, which is my 40th birthday. So that is awesome. If you've contributed in any way, either by donating money or by contributing questions to this AMA session or just by watching or sharing or whatever, thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Now for today's question. It comes from Joseph, and it is, do you ever Google your own name for market research or brand research, and what have you learned? Well, I don't really Google my own name, and it has nothing to do with me not being interested in market research or brand research. It has to do with my name. You see, there's only one person in the world named Morten Rand-Hendriksen with a D, and that's me. So anytime you type in Morten Rand-Hendriksen on Google or any other search engine, you will likely only find me and nothing else, which is useful to me in that I can see who mentions me in blog posts or articles or conference talks or whatever, but it's not very useful because my name is quite oddly spelled or internationally oddly spelled. So people generally misspell my name in some way, either spelling Morton with an O, or taking away the hyphen, or spelling Henriksen without a D, or with an extra C in it, or some combination of those, or spell like Morten R. Hendriksen. There's a million different ways of misspelling my name, and it's very common. I mean, people misspell my name in my own country all the time. So as a result, I don't get all the hits for all the people who mention me because my name is too complex. Now, and this is kind of the whole point of this though. So what I want to say is, if you're a developer and you have any control over what kind of name fields go into anything you build, please make sure that you allow for people's real names. You see, there's this assumption out in the world, I assume, that people have very simple, standardized names. Well, that's not actually the case. For example, Twitter used to have a limit to how many characters you could put into your real name, and that character limit was one short of my full-length name, so I couldn't put in my own full name. Now they've extended it to like 50 characters or something like that, but that took many, many years. More commonly, actually by standard, my name, my real name, Morten Rand-Hendriksen, does not compute in any kind of official documentation. So passports, driver's licenses, credit cards, plane tickets, anything that matters, you can put in a hyphen. Well, you can't where I come from. So in Norway, you can actually put a hyphen in your passport and on your driver's license and everything else, but where I live now in Canada, you can't. So my official documentation doesn't even match because I have that hyphen. And what ends up happening is when I book a plane ticket, the plane ticket truncates my last name to Rand-Hendriksen in one word, which doesn't match my passport, which produces all sorts of, let's call them interesting situations that I have to go through every time I travel. And the reason for all this is because at some point in the previous century, some developer arbitrarily decided that no one has hyphens in their last names, and that became the standard worldwide, and therefore there's lots of problems with my name. So if you're a developer, please make sure that you allow for people to have long names, to have multiple words in their name, to have multiple unusual symbols in their name, to have long last names, to have hyphens and commas and apostrophes, and any other symbol that's available on a keyboard should be available for that person to use in the first name field, the middle name field, and the last name field in all form fields worldwide. And I could go on about this forever, but I'm not going to. So, short story, what I learned from doing Google searches on my own name is who lists me and who spells my name correctly. If I need to find people who actually mention me on the internet, I need to find other ways of searching because chances of anyone spelling my name correctly are, quite frankly, low. Not because they're not doing their job, but because my name is unnecessarily complex, which I've had long conversations with my parents about all the time. So that's it. Now, this is part of the AMA I'm running for my 40th birthday fundraiser for the Norwegian Refugee Council. If you have a question you want me to answer in one of these videos, send me the question through the link on the fundraising page, which is at morten.com/more10isanold. That is More10, MOR10, because like I said, no one spells my name correctly. So I call myself More10, the number 10, because that's easier. So if you want to contribute a question, go to that URL, submit the question. If you want to contribute to the fundraiser, which would be awesome, also go to that URL and click on the donate to the NRC button. All right, I will see you tomorrow.